Hey everyone, it's Fryga with Tide Property Management, Director of Property Management, and today I want to take a little bit of time to talk to you about having a well-oiled lease, making sure you have a lease that is airtight, something that you are not going to have any issues with, and a rule book that you and your tenants are able to follow and be on the same page. I know you can always go online, especially nowadays, and find thousands upon thousands of leases, get a cookie cutter lease, but I urge you to make sure that whichever lease you go with is tailored to your property. This is the rule book that you're going to use, and honestly could make or break you having a wonderful experience with renting out your property or a nightmare. So some of the big things I want to touch on are finances. Obviously, that's the number one thing you want to make sure you have in your lease. How much is rent? When is rent due? What happens if rent isn't paid? And then who holds security deposits? What happens whenever you are late on a payment and, or something's damaged, where does that security deposit go? So having your finances ironed out and making sure everyone's on the same page with, who pays when and who pays what is going to help you out in the long run. Number two is tenant and owner responsibilities. Once again, your lease is your rule book for how you're going to operate in your period of time, whether it be a 6-month lease, 1 year. It's going to iron out who's responsible for what. Trash collection, do you pay for that? Does a tenant pay for that? Utilities, who's paying for that? Is it rolled into the rent? These are all things you want to make sure you have, outlined so the tenants aren't letting your grass grow, 6 feet tall and you're in an HOA and you're getting bills every single month because the grass isn't cut. Well, was it in your lease and is it a tenant responsibility? The last thing is property rules, making sure the rules that you want in place for your property are set in stone. As far as subleasing, is that allowed? I wouldn't suggest it. Smoking, probably not. And then a huge one that we always get tons of questions about are pets. That's probably the number one thing we hear, are pets allowed or pets okay? And obviously as the homeowner, you get to make that decision and decide. I will tell you at Tide Property Management, we do allow pets because we have our pet protection guarantee. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover up to $5,000 beyond a security deposit of any pet damages. That way you're not cutting out over 80% of the population of the tenant pool and getting your unit filled as quickly as possible. If you ever have any questions on leases, please reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about them, kind of what we do. I'd love to sit down and go through a rental consultation with you. But as always, my name is Fryga, and I'm with Tide Property Management, Director of Property Management. Have a great day.